Hi guys, I'm Juveloria and I'm here to answer all the activities in Chapter 8 and the VLSM of or the Variable Length Subnet Mask. Chapter 8 Subnetting IP Network. Designing, implementing, the managing an effective IP addressing plan ensure that network can be operated effectively and efficiently. So a subnetwork or subnet is a logical subdivision of an IP network. The practice of dividing a network into two or more networks is called subnetting. Computers that belong to a subnet are addressed with an identical most significant bit group in their IP addresses. This results in the logical division of an IP addresses into two fields, the network number or routing prefix, and the rest field or host identifier. The rest field is an identifier for a specific host or network interface. So, this chapter examines in detail the creation and assignment of IP network and subnetwork addresses through the use of the subnet mask. So let's answer all the activities in chapter 8. So the first activity is calculate the subnet mask. So in this activity, you are given a subnet mask decimal format. Enter the binary representation of the subnet mask in the octet fields that provide additionally convert the mask to prefix notation format in the prefix notation field. So the calculate subnet mask, the subnet mask 255.255.2540, the subnet mask in binary and the prefix notation. So we need to identify the subnet mask binary of 255 and 254 and 0. So the subnet mask of 255 is 1111111. The 255 is 1111111. The 254 is 1111110, and the 0 is 00000. So this is our subnet mask, and the prefix notation is 11111 plus 811 equals 16 plus 7111 is 23. So this is the prefix notation. So let's check if the given subnet mask in decimal format and the prefix notation is correct. You have correctly converted the subnet mask to binary and prefix notation format. So the next activity in chapter 8 is the activity determine the number of bits to borrow. So instructions. In this activity, you are given the number of hosts that are needed to determine the subnet mask that would support the number of hosts as specified. Enter your answer in binary, decimal, and prefix notation format in the provide fields. The host needed, the subnet mask binary, the subnet decimal, and the prefix notation. So the host needed is 0, 25, 1000, 75, 10, and 500. So we need to determine the subnet mask binary of 25. The, the subnet mask binary 25 is 111. 11111. The 111 and the 1110000. So the subnet mask decimal of 25 is 255.255.255.224. And the prefix notation is 22. So the subnet mask binary of 1000 is 111. The 1111 and the 1111110 and is 000 and the 255.255.255.0 and I the 27 and this is 22. So the subnet mask binary of 75 is 1111 1111 and the is the 1000 and the 255.255.255.128 and the prefix notation is 25 and the host needed is 10. The subnet mask binary is 1111 1111 1111 1111 and the subnet mask decimal is 255.255.240 and the prefix notation is 28. The host needed is 500. The subnet mask of binary of 500 is 111 111 111 000. The subnet mask decimal of 500 is 255.255.255.0 and the prefix notation of 500 is 23. When we get the prefix notation, we need to add 811 plus 311 equals 27. The 1000 prefix notation is add 811 and the 611. The answer is 22. When the 75 prefix notation is add 811 and 1 1. The answer is 25. The prefix notation of 10 is add 811, 811, 81, and 41. The answer is 28. The 500 is 81, 81, 81. The answer is 23. So let's check if the subnet mask binary and subnet mask decimal and prefix notation of the host needed is correct. So you have correctly determined the subnet mask of the entered binary it in binary decimal and prefix notation format. So the next activity is the activity part 1, practicing VLSM. So in activity part 1, practicing VLSM, or the value length subnet mask variable length subnet mask instruction. Table 1 uses regular subnetting to accommodate the network shown. Table 2 uses VLSM to further subnet the network. Drag the addresses to the appropriate subnet description. The table 1 first subnet calculation. The calculate 50 user per subnet. We need to identify all the 50 user per subnet. The uh, the correct subnet network, or the subnet addresses. So the new subnet mask decimal, I think, is 255.255.255.192, and the first prefix notation is the 26. And when we get the first full subnet range, the answer is 192.168.192.168.5.63. And the second full subnet range is 192.168.5.64 slash 192.168.5.127. And the last full subnet range is 192.168.5.192 slash 192.168.5.255. So this so that these are the subnet the addresses of subnetting to accommodate the network shown. So let's check if the answer is correct. So you have calculate the subnet. So the next activity is activity part 2, practicing VLSM. So the instructions is table 2 uses VLSM to further subnet the network. Drag the addresses to the appropriate subnet description. Table 2 VLSM calculation. Use table 1 second full subnet range and VLSM calculate for 20 user per subnet. So we need to drag all the addresses to appropriate subnet description. So the second full subnet range 26 from table 1 is 192.168.192.168.5.63. 168.5.96/192.168.5.127. So the new VLSM subnet mask decimal is 255.255.255.255.224. The VLSM prefix notation is 27, and the first full VLSM subnet range is 192.168.5.64, 192.168.5.95. The last full VLSM subnet range is 192.168.5.64, 192.168.5.127. So let's check if the addresses are correct to the subnet description. Oops, you have not correctly calculate the subnet using. So, oops. So the second full subnet range is from table 1 is 0.5192168.564, and the last full subnet range is 96, because the last digit of the address 64 are lowest, so it is the second full subnet range, and the 192.168.5.96, the last digit 96 is higher, so it becomes the last full VLSM subnet range. So let's check. So you have correctly calculate the subnet using VLSM. So we have already done all the activities in chapter 8. So we need to answer activities the activity again in chapter 8, which is VLSM, or the variable length VLSM, the variable length subnet mask. So this this is the table of the subnet address, and subnet mask, the first usable host and last usable host, and the broadcast address. So the subnet mask is 01234. The number host is 256.128.64.32.16.8.421, and the binary host is 1248.16.32.64.128. And this is our IP address, which which is the one that is we need to our subnet address, and the numbers of the PC is the 24, 15, 13, 2. So let's start the how to get the subnet address. So the first we need to type our IP address and subnet IP address, the 192.168.1.0, and next IP ad, the next subnet address is 192.168.1. So the first PC number is 24. So we need to identify in the number host the number greater than 24. So the number that is greater in 24 is 32. So we need to type 32 in the last subnet address. So to get the broadcast address, we need to we need to subtract 1 in the last subnet address, or the last subnet address digit. We need to minus 1. So in broadcast address, we need to type 192.168.1.31. So when you minus 1 in 32, the answer is 31. So next, the last usable host, in the last digit of the broadcast address 31, you need again to subtract 1. So the last usable host is 192.168.1.30. So the last usable host is 192.168.1.30. You need to subtract the last digit in the broadcast address 31. Need to subtract 1 to get the last usable host 30. The first usable host is, you need to add in the last digit of the subnet address, you need to add 1. So the first usable host is 192.168.1.1. So when you so to get the subnet mask, you need to start count in 192.168.1. You need to count in the subnet host 32. So if you count 24, 25, 26, 24, 25, 26, 27. So the subnet mask is 27. The next is the subnet subnet mask of the broadcast address of the 192.168.1.32. So when you get the broadcast address of the 192.168.1.32, we need to analyze the subnet address of the subnet 2. So the subnet 2 subnet address is the 192.168.1. So the numbers of the PC, we need to identify the which number is greater than 15. So the number that is greater than 15 is 16. So we need to add 32 plus 16 equals 48. So the subnet address of the subnet 2 is 192.168.1.48. So the broadcast address of the subnet 1 is, we need to subtract 1 in the last digit of the subnet 2. So when we subtract 1 in the subnet 2, the answer is 192.168.1.48. 1.1.47. So when you subtract the 1 in the subnet address 48, the broadcast address will become 47. And when you get the last usable host, you need to subtract to the last digit of the broadcast address 47. You need to subtract 1. So the last usable host will become 92.168.1.46. So this is the last usable host of the subnet 2. The first usable host of the subnet 2 is when you add one of the subnet address, or on the last digit of the subnet address 1, you need to add 1 to the last digit of the subnet address. So when you add the 1 in the last digit of the subnet address, will become 192.168.1.33. So this is the first usable host of the subnet 1. So when we get the subnet mask of the subnet 1, we need to start to count in the IP on our IP address. So when count 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So the subnet mask of the subnet 1 is 28. So the subnet of the subnet 3 is 192.168.1. So then the next PC number is 13. So we need to find the number that is greater than 13. So the number that is greater than 13 is 16. So 48 plus 16 equals 64. So the subnet address of the subnet 3 is 192.168.1.64. The broadcast address of the subnet 2 is 192.168.1.63. So we need to subtract to the last digit of the subnet address. We need to subtract 1. So the broadcast address will become 192.168.1.63. To get the last usable host, we need to subtract the last digit of the broadcast address. We need to subtract 1. So the answer is 192.168.1.62. So the first usable host of the subnet 2 will become 192.168.1.49, because you need to add to the last digit of subnet address to get the first usable host. We need You need to add 1, so it become 192.168.1.49. So to get the subnet mask of the subnet 2, you need to start count in your IP address 192.168.1.0. So 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So the subnet mask of the subnet 2 is 28. So the subnet address in subnet 4 is 192.168.1.68 because the number of piece is 2. You need to find the greater number in 20 in 2. So the greater number in 2 is 4. So if you add 64 plus 4, the answer will become 68. So when you get the broadcast address of the subnet 3, you need to subtract to the last digit of subnet 4 and the subnet address. You need to subtract 1 to get the broadcast address. So the broadcast address will become 192.168.1.67. So this is the broadcast address of the subnet 3. The last usable host of the subnet 3 is 192.168.1.66 because you need to subtract broad 67. You need to subtract 1 up on the last digit of the broadcast address. So when you subtract 67 minus 1 is 66. So the last usable host will become 66. The first usable host of the subnet 3 is 192.168.1.65. To get the first usable host, you need to add 1 to the subnet address or in the subnet 3 64. You need to add 1 to get the first usable host, which is 192.168.1.65. And to get the subnet mask of the subnet 3, you need to start to count in your IP address 24, 25, 26, 24, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So the subnet mask of the subnet 3 is 30. So to get our subnet mask, first usable host and last usable host and broadcast address to the subnet 4, we need to type the imaginary subnet address. So the subnet address will become 192.168.1.70. You need to type this imaginary IP address to get the broadcast address, last usable host, first usable host, subnet mask of the subnet form. So the broadcast address of the subnet form is it will become 192.168.1.69. You need to minus to subtract 1 of the subnet address 70. You need to minus 1 to get the broadcast address 69. So the last usable host is 192.168.1.68. So you need to minus the last digit of the broadcast address subnet 4. You need to subtract 1 to the 69 will become the last usable host 68. So to get the first usable host, you need to type 192.168.1.69. In the when you get the first usable host, you need to add 1 to the last digit of the subnet address 68. Of the subnet 4, you need to add 1 to the last digit, so it will become 69. To get the subnet mask of the subnet 4, you need to start to count in your IP address, which is 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So the subnet mask of the subnet 4 is 31. So that's all, guys. I hope you learned from those activities in chapter 8 and the VLSM.